Well, I guess this is what Jack Dorsey should have thought about. He's not censoring, he's just tinkering with the algorithm to promote more positivity. Man, it's getting really annoying. Every time I go on Twitter, I see Elon Musk's posts, and the problem is that I don't disagree with them, but I feel like I'm being subverted. Like, I get the feeling that I'm seeing that because of the algorithm, not because of what I'm genuinely interested in seeing. And it's not just Elon Musk, it's also Chungus. Now, here's the thing, and this is an experiment that I would like to do with you guys. If you're on Twitter and you're just like looking for anime or video games and you're trying to avoid politics, is the algorithm going to push Musk down your throat? Because that's also an interesting thing, right? Like maybe it's me that's just like looking for politics a lot, and I get Elon Musk because, well, is the type of content that the algorithm thinks I should get. However, I have absolutely no disbelief in the fact that he is pushing his own account. Like, he's dialing up the temperature for the algorithm so that people make sure that you see what he says. Recently, he has been going against the British government. I do think that it's a way to move the conversation far from the H-1B visas, and it seems to work. And it's also the fact that many people do agree with his takes on the British government, and they're also interested in seeing how the mainstream media reacts to his takes, right? Like, especially the media from Germany and the media from Britain. Because it's really fascinating, right? Like, they're considering him a threat to democracy with his posts. So, in other words, they're admitting that their democracy is so fragile that a man from the United States just tweeting about it is enough to destroy it. And they're creating like all sorts of new definitions. They're saying that, why does he have a say in it? Like, he's one of the most richest men in the, well, he is the richest man in the world, and on top of that, he is associated with Trump campaign. So like him tweeting about the United Kingdom is interference in democracy. And my point is like, well, where was that energy when Barack Obama came to UK before the Brexit vote and told people that if they vote for Brexit, they're going to be placed by America at the back of the trading line? Was that not interference in democracy? Or when members of Labours and British NGOs are supporting Kamala Harris from the UK, is that not interference in democracy, or are they the only ones allowed to do it? Anyway, I'll probably make a more ample video where I talk about this, but the level of hypocrisy coming from these Democrat nation is astonishing Eastern Europe. Like, we were under the impression that we're corrupt, we don't know how to do democracy, but like so far, not a single Romanian politician complains that Elon Musk had like a couple of takes regarding our societies. I mean, he had a take, if I'm not mistaken, about Romania redoing its presidential elections. Like, I didn't hear people go like, "Oh my God, why is he interfering in our democracy? Oh, we need to shut down TikTok." Jesus. Anyway, according to the article, the tech billionaire and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, he announced plans to update the algorithm and make it so that you get more happy content. He wants to maximize unregretted user seconds and offer user more control over their feeds. There was a politician back in the day in Romania that tried this. He was upset that the news in Romania is too dark. It's too grim. And so the media has to balance like 50-50 news. 50% good news, 50% bad news. The problem is that the media, at least at the time in my country, was balancing shit that people want to watch. Like, if people want to watch car crashes and people want to watch police investigations, then that's what was on TV. And so they tried to change it, and it turned out that people would just tune out. Like, they wouldn't watch the new media. They would just find their content elsewhere. Like, they would start reading the press about car crashes and shit. Because again, it's the mindset of some institutions is that the content creates the people rather than the people creating the content, right? Like, if people are attracted to grim shit, like car crashes or whatever, you can't really blame the people providing a service that is in demand. You should blame the people for demanding that. But anyway, I don't really know what this means because... Okay, Elon Musk, talking about the British government and going after British politicians in a way that would get you arrested if you're in the UK. Is this wholesome content? Is this unregretted seconds? Because to be honest, for me, it is unregretted seconds. Like seeing Elon Musk finally talk mad shit about certain countries that police speech worse than Russia. Yeah, no, those are unregretted seconds. Like seeing how they're acting when they're being called out and how they don't know how to handle the situation. Yeah, it's funny. I'm willing to bet Winston Churchill would know how to handle the situation without using censorship. Like, people in the past, they actually knew how to handle agitators or how to handle criticism to their governments without being like, oh my goodness, oh, this is destroying our democracy. Oh, look at us, we're the victims. We're the politicians and we're the actual victims. We're getting bullied by a man from the US. Come on, like, cut that shit. You know, it just shows how weak and pathetic the modern day statesmen of the world are like. You know, I think that Boris Johnson, if he was the Prime Minister of the UK, he would actually be able to respond to this without having to call for censorship or to suggest that Elon Musk is interfering in his democracy or whatever. Didn't Boris Johnson like actually help Trump campaign? Am I misremembering that? Because I think like they're friends, right? Like, why would it be an interference in democracy? So you're basically saying that if I have an opinion on someone, and I say that, I think John is a better presidential candidate than Lisa, that's me interfering in democracy, right? Like, I'm destroying the German Republic. Jesus Christ. Anyway, apparently they're going to try this tweak in the UK first, and then they're going to expand it. So algorithm tweak coming soon to promote more informational, entertaining content. We will publish the changes to X and G. Our goal is to maximize unregretted user scores, but not unregretted user time. We're also working on an easy way for you to adjust the content feed dynamically so you can have what you want at any given moment. Yeah, it's too vague right now to criticize because it's based on how tinkering with your content actually looks like. Like, if people genuinely have an option, they're like, okay, I don't want to hear about politics, and they can turn it off. That would be great, you know, like that would be empowering the user. But if it's the same way that Susan Wojcicki described YouTube at the time, and she was like, oh, she saw the Nice attack, and she thought that it's very important to talk about it, so she forced that onto the main page, like regardless if you wanted to see the news or not, she thought it's very important. So if she thought it's important that you get to see it, if Elon Musk is doing this, then he's no different than any other social media platform. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.